On this panel, we showcase a lot of different technologies that our customer took advantage of. We have both cross-the-line starters and a reduced voltage soft starter. On this application, the customer again needed some standard starters for pump and fan applications, but he also had a large hydraulic pump, and so he wanted to be able to ramp up the speed both on the starting and the stopping of the system, again to minimize their power consumption for their process. In order to do the starters, we utilized a relatively new technology called IOLink, where it's a master to device type of connection, and it minimizes the wiring for that type of system. Where typically one of these starters would use 5 wires per starter to both be able to control and to monitor the status of that device. With the IOLink system, it's an easy 3-wire system connection to the first device here, the first starter, and then through these ribbon cables, I can ribbon cable in more starters. So where here, 3 starters typically would have taken 15 wires and the time to assemble and create it, with the IOLink system, I'm only doing 3 wires for this connection. So again, from a panel shop, greatly reduces their wiring time. From the soft starter, again, as I started before, with this system, I can come in and start up that soft starter, but then this time I utilized another IOLink device, which is an RFID key switch. And it's more for, say, access control, where in the past customers would use maybe an HMI panel to have different levels of accessibility, a maintenance level or an engineer level or an operator level. By utilizing this system, where a lot of the passwords on an HMI system would be written right below the touch panel, with this system, each operator would have a unique key stick that he would have, and you'd come in here and slide it into the holder, and say for this blue one, that particular operator would have 4 levels of access. So if he comes in and twists and goes and selects, say, level 2 of access, he can now come in and be able to start up the machine. If the other operator only had up to level 1, it's programmed that that operator wouldn't have the ability to start and stop the system. In addition to being able to do that access control, you're also able to, with this system, identify who the actual operator is. So in addition to knowing what level of access he has, each of these keys has a unique address, kind of like a MAC address on an Ethernet product. So even if 2 different operators both had blue keys, when one of the operators was to go in and activate his key, the automation system can actually individually identify the operator between operator 1 and operator 2, utilizing this RFID key switch in conjunction with IOLink. IOLink also offers a very cost-effective way to measure panel voltage. Here's a typical voltage monitoring relay, but what's different is this monitoring relay also talks this IOLink technology. So now through this same 3-wire connection, I can very cost-effectively get what used to be locked behind this little glass window of what's the voltages on this device, and now it can come back up into this automation system already scaled and available. As I talked about on the other panel, here's the matched device for the scaling system doing the redundant ring technology as far as the fiber optic and the LAN connection for the redundancy. We also have on this panel for energy management, we have a new energy meter module for our ET200SP system. And what we're able to do is through this current transformer or CT, I'm actually measuring the complete current draw for this panel with this system. So if I come back in here and look at an energy data, I can now look at what energy consumption is for this individual panel or say a particular individual production line for an actual customer application.